Hello, this is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going back to this card which I made in October. I just checked back on my blog and I made this in October and I don't think I ever did a video tutorial for it. And as I know I need a card for a blog hop that features Celebration products, I thought I'd make this card again but change it up with Celebration items. So this, I don't know if there's a special name for this, but I've called it an interlocking gatefold, an interlocking circles gatefold card, because the circles are what hold it together. So there's an outline circle and an inner circle, and you can put it and it just holds it in place. And it's gatefold because it's got these two rather than one side. It's folded in from both sides. That's what we call a gatefold card. This one was made for a black and white blog hop. Today I'm going to make it for a Celebration, and my favourite Celebration product is this pack of paper, which is the Dainty flowers. Absolutely beautiful. Really gorgeous designs. Love them all. Like the backs of them as well. Look at that pretty watercolour effect. And the sheet that I've used the most, and I'm going to use again today, is this one. I've only got this partial sheet left now. It's, and this, you could just cut this up and just put on a card and it would make a beautiful card. But I'm just going to change it up a little bit today and show you what I'm going to do. So here is my card blank. So it's the normal size of card blank. Just have a slurp of coffee. It's the normal size of card blank that I usually use. So it's 21 centimetres by 15 centimetres. And what I've done, instead of scoring at 10.5 here, I have scored at 5 1/4 at both ends. So I'll just show you what I did. I put it in my trimmer and lined it up to 5 1/4. So that's 5 and then 2.5 millimetres. Put it in there and then scored, and then I turned it round and did the same at the other end and scored again like that. And you should find that that then meets fairly well in the middle there. And then what I've done is I've taken this, as I said, this sheet, and I've cut 2 panels that link up. You can see these are cut from the same sheet, so they go together. Each one measures, or what have I done with my little list? I had a list here of how big it was. There it is. They are 4.8 by 14.5 centimetres. So just a little bit smaller, so a very fine border. I'm just going to go around. I did this with my trimmer, so they've just got a bit of a lip on them. So I'm just going to get rid of that around the sides of them. And they are going to go on each side of my card, like so. So I'm just going to put some Tombow on there. So lovely, this paper, and you get it, the fact that you get it free is just a bonus. And I know some people want it but haven't spent £45. Sadly, you can't buy it. It is only available if you place an order of £45. Stampin' Up never make these Celebration items available to buy. They're always only available with an order, so don't think that by waiting they might appear on the clearance rack or anything, because they never do. They never make these available. Right, so this is going to go here, and like I said, just a very slim border all the way round. So just make sure you've got that on there and that the borders are equidistant, like so, and then that will fold in like that. And the other one is going on the other side. A little bit more Tombow. Apologies to my regular followers, I haven't been around very much. The cost of living crisis is really kicking in here, and I have a target for what I need to earn each month, and as I was doing my accounts I was realising that I didn't hit that target much last year, and so I had to have a bit of a rethink and decided I need to spend more time on my business that actually pays me some money. Stampin' Up does pay me money, but basically it funds my hobby. So I'm so grateful to all the people that order from me, because it allows me to keep going. But I don't make a huge income from it, I have to be honest. And the other business that I have is my card business on Etsy and Folksy, and that does make me money, but sales on there have slowed down, so I've had to spend some time marketing them and making some new products for there, and so my time has been spent doing that rather than on my Stampin' Up business. So apologies if I'm not around so much. I just need to get a bit more income coming in, really, so that we can survive. Right, that's the front of my card. So pretty. And then what we're going to do, I didn't on this one, I didn't add anything inside here, but when I was looking at it, I thought, well, it looks a bit blank. So I thought I'd take another piece of this paper, and I was thinking I'd do the same as I did here, which was cut off the whitish bit, and you can have most flowers. But then I thought, if I cut it like this off here, then you've got space up there to write inside your card. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to trim this down to 14.5 by trimming off part of the flowers. Seems like a shame, I know, but that doesn't mean that you've then got space on your card to write a message. There we go. And then that is going to go inside there, and that follows the theme through from the front, which I think is quite nice. So again, a little bit of Tombow on here. So yes, sorry I haven't been around as much. I am still intending to get out at least one video a week, if not two, but I won't be around as much as I was, just because for the moment I just need to focus. And there's just not enough hours in the day to do everything you want to do, to be honest. But besides which, I do also consider myself to be retired. I mean, I'm not retired from Stampin' Up or my card business, but I am from teaching. And so whenever anyone says, oh, should we go for lunch or should we have coffee, I can never say no. So I'm not very focused. So I end up spending a lot of time seeing friends, but that's what life's all about, I think, you know. So anyway, look, that's beautiful. So you've got the flowers on there, and then you open it up to more. Really pretty. Now, the interlocking circles closure, you need a piece of whatever cardstock you want for the outer circle. So I'm going to use Rich Razzleberry, and I have used the Stylish Shapes dies here. And you need the biggest one and the next one down to do the outline. So you're just going to need to position these quite carefully, like so. So you want them to be, there to be an equal space around, all around there. You're going to do, you could do these separately, you could do one and then the other. I find it easier to just do both of them at once, but you could do the outside one and then do the inside one, or the other way around if you felt that was easier. Right, and then just grab my plates. Oh, I'll grab them. Oh, I hope this is going to go, I assumed this was going to go through here. Is it going to go through? Oh yes, just. Assuming it would go through my little mini. There we go. Just wondering if it's... Yeah, I thought that was going to happen. I'm just going to put it through again because where the crack is, there wasn't enough pressure to actually cut there. So while it's still in place, you just have to watch that if you've got plates like mine that are very, very battered around. Let's try it this way. Can't work that way. Let's turn this round so we haven't got a crack there, and let's go through again. So yeah, where the crack was, there wasn't enough pressure. It had left a slight little bit that wasn't cut. So hopefully that will be fine now. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So that's that bit. You've now got a circle that you can use on another card, and then you just need the inner one, the inner die. Get the washi tape off, there we go. And you need to cut, oh, let's stamp first. Before we do that, let's just stamp. And we're stamping with Celebrate with Tags. They retired the dies, these dies that went with them, but they didn't retire the stamp set. So stamp set is still available, and it's got these. I love Happy Birthday and Happy Christmas, Made with Love. I like those sentiments, and I like the balloon as well. So I will hang on to that stamp set. What should we do? Let's put it on here. There. So on a piece of white, basic white cardstock, and with rich razzleberry, actually let's have a rejig here. I'll just put that to one side there. Let's do this. I find it very, very confusing when I haven't got my grid paper down, when I'm trying to actually do any stamping or anything. Right, so this is rich razzleberry, which goes with the cardstock. I didn't say my card blank was rich razzleberry. I don't think I said that. And then stamp. Won't matter too much if it's not straight, because we're going to die cut it, but get it as straight as you can. There we go. I've used rich raspberry an awful lot since we've had this paper, which I'm really pleased about because I really love it. And we're going to just put that in there. Let me go back to the other piece so that I can grab my bits of washi. I tend to reuse my washi tape an awful lot. There we go. And then that is going to go through my die cutter. Just try and do this with the grid paper in place. Let's hope that works. I'm going to have to give in at some point and get a new plate for the top of my mini cutter. But while it's still working, I'm so loath to, because they're not cheap. And so, you know, if it's not broken, why fix it, kind of thing. But it is getting so that it might be affecting the quality of my die cut, so probably need to do that. Right, okay, so we've got happy birthday and the outer circle, the interlocking circle. So what we want is for this to go on here. Oh, that's going to look quite nice, actually. Put it fairly towards the top because I don't want to cover up too many of the flowers. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to glue half this down on one side. So I'm going to take some Tombow and put glue on half, and then I am going to smooth that out because I don't want blobs of glue coming through. So you don't amazing how little glue you need, actually. Just a tiny bit of glue, and then it goes tacky more quickly as well. There we go. So that is going to go, just trying to work out the best way now. I think I need to do it on here, but I just need to be sure where the glue is. The glue is there. So I'm going to go get it in the middle towards the top and stick. So hopefully that is stuck down the side of the oval, the circle. A little bit of glue on there, there. And then the other piece goes on there. So you want to make sure it's straight. Is that straight? Not quite. There. That'll be fine. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to glue the card, because I can see more easily where the glue needs to go on the card than I could on the circle. So if I glue there, smooth it out again, making sure to keep it within those limits, not to go outside those limits. And then you might see other people doing this technique differently. I'm sure we all have our own ways. I'm sure it works perfectly well other ways. And then that is going in here, making sure we've got it straight, and just glue down. There, is that straight? Maybe a little bit more round. There we go. That's the joy of Tombow, that it gives you a little bit of wiggle room. Right, and let's make sure that that still works. So this shouldn't be glued down. There. And what I would say is just keep it open for a little while all that glue dries, and then there we go. So it can be a bit of a tight fit sometimes, but it should interlock quite. There we go. Once you've done it a couple of times, it's fine. So just help it through like so. And that's my birthday card, and it's featuring the Dainty Flowers Celebration free DSP. So I hope you've enjoyed that video. Do go down below, click on any of the products that I've used to go through to my shop. Like I say, you need to spend £45 to get this paper absolutely free. It's a pack of 12 sheets. They're all beautiful designs. Sure you wouldn't regret it. That's all from me today. Thank you for watching, and do keep, if you're watching this on the blog hop, do keep hopping through the rest of the blog, the hop. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.